And here we go, we are live. It is an amazing replay between Caosak and Pax. Pax, the king of NA, apparently, will have to show the king of Denmark how the bow rolls. And we have Caosak as OKW with Elite Armored, GO, and Overwatch. On the other side, we have the king of NA, Pax, as USF with Rifle Company, Airborne Company, and Mechanized Company. We have a rifleman on the field, a little bit of AFK time, yeah. You could have like set the rally point over here, so it's a little bit less micro, but it doesn't matter that much actually. Caosak going for Elite Armored will be interesting. Fox Grenadier now building sandbags over here on the cutoff, meanwhile firing off the cover over here and capping meanwhile the fuel. It's pretty much standard, I would say, nothing unusual is happening. Rifleman now moving forward. Yeah, nothing special is happening at the moment. Sorry about that, I needed to mute myself because I sneezed. And Vox Grenadier now in the position. Rifleman charging in. Who will win this? It might be the Vox Grenadier. Yeah, Vox should win this. Not sure if you should have taken this engagement on the... if Pax should have taken this engagement. By the way, wie geht's dir, Manu? Long time no see. Now, Caosak immediately firing off over here, the green cover, nice to see. We have half track on the SWS on the field, that means he can build it 2-1 and he's doing so. Which shows he did a low Volksgrenadier build, actually only 2 Volksgrenadier already prepared to get the 2-1 on the field. In my opinion, like, it's really risky, but also has a lot of potential, since you have less Volks on the field, which means you are more likely to lose all your infantry engagement, especially against USF. And also, it's more likely that you lose a lot of map control quickly on. But on the other hand, if you are able to keep the minimum of map control on the field, the 2-2-1 will arrive, and then you have such an amazing power spike in the early game. Yeah. So Caosak points out that he's doing the low Volksgrenadier build because he had a really good first engagement. Which makes sense, right? He had slight map control advantage over that, and then it's more easy to afford such a build order. Now 2-1 on the field. And not sure if going inside of the building was worth it, Pax. Caosak was only inside of the building for buying time, right? So yeah, there's nothing that you can achieve. Now 2-1 is on the field, will deny the decap over here. Might actually think of pushing them around a little bit. And here we go. No, I think it has one window at every side. Why? Ah, no. It has actually 3 windows on this side. Oh, there's the door. I didn't knew there's no window. 2-1 getting some nice damage done. Third Volksgrenadier now on the field. Few getting decapped and some sandbags coming up. And Pax needs heal soon. His rifleman already low HP. We have the lieutenant on the field, and he's already attacking up for Stuart or M20. Let's see what he will get. Not sure how well the M20 performs against the 2-1. It should win, but I don't know how fast it wins. Nice flame nade over there, but Caosak has to retreat. He can't win this engagement long running. But look at the HP damage on this rifleman. He might get the wipe there. Cool. Can he avoid the snare? Oh, he can't snare. And he gets the rifleman. Really, really nicely played. No smokes. And gets still snared. And that's it at 2-1. But I think that was a worth trade. The rifleman against the 2-1. I think it's actually worth it. M20 now on the way from Pax. I think you could have also gotten the reactor over here, but that must be insanely hard to micro to get that and Rifleman, so safe I go for the Rifleman wipe. So let's see how Caosak will now deal with the M20 once it hits. He has enough resources for a Raketen. He has, by the way, tier 2 up. You could go for a Puma soonish in 20 fuel, and the Puma later on if he wishes to do so. And as we saw in the last game, Pumas are amazing. Volksgrenadier jumps into green, should win the engagement, but there's a second rifleman coming in and that should be a lost engagement, and Caosak realizes that as well and retreats immediately. The only issue that I have normally with the tier 2 build order from OKW is that you don't have heal, so you need to be on point with your micromanagement with dropping the packages till you have your tier 1 up. And not sure about that. We have a 4th Volksgrenadier on the way. Nope, it got cancelled. And he queued in the looks instead, and that might be actually a better investment. Meanwhile, we have a paratrooper drop coming in. Where is he dropping? We go, paratroopers down, getting Thompsons. A choice I don't agree with, because it's not really a close range map. Therefore, the M1919s are the superior upgrade in my opinion. But on the other hand, against the Volksgrenadier, it doesn't matter. Paratrooper is probably one of the best, or even maybe the best elite infantry squad in the game, at least cost efficiency wise. But without weapon upgrade, they're already good, but they really start to excel once they have the weapon upgrade. Nice try with the grenade! Nearly got wiped there. Not sure if that was an intended retreat wipe, Nate, but let's pretend it was. And react on... no, something went up into heaven over here? Not sure. That's a right? Yeah, no. No, where was done? Ah, Lieutenant died! Looks on the field. Overall, at the moment I would say Caosak is in the better position. Yeah, like I said, the paras are amazing. We have a Steward on the way for Pax. He really needs to get the light vehicles on the field to be able to cope with the pressure from Caosak at the moment. But on the other hand, look at how red the map is. MG34, not sure about this choice. He knows he has already more infantry on the field, and with the looks, he shouldn't feel any pressure, to be fair. I think a Raketen would have been a better investment there. Because, like, there's a high chance that the Steward will be there, so you want to have some backline AT for your looks, and you're already easily able to deal with enemy infantry with the looks, so I think the MG34 was not the right investment there. Because the only really unit that's really threatening at the moment for Caosak is the paratrooper with the Thompsons. And everything else is not really a threat. Caosak now slowly creeping back on the map and turning it really blue. Nice reaction there from Pax, not getting any damage on the M20. Steward coming forward. Caosak now sees it. Looks, yeah, he should retreat over here. You can't win this engagement, and that's what I meant. Imagine having a Raketen over here instead of the MG. Then he would be able to scare off the Steward, and then he could have easily won this engagement over here. And now the Lux has to run because there's the Steward. And all the hard-earned map control will be gone now. And if he's unlucky, we might even lose the Lux there. But nope. I think if you wanted to get the MG, you should have gotten it after the Raketen. Basically switch the build order from the Raketen and the MG around, and that would have been way better. Still no heal from Pax. And that's something that Caosak probably knows. He sees the low HP on the models. Yeah, the MG so far added nothing to any engagements. M20 mine gets denied. Heal no on the way from Mr. Pax. He's using the real button on the M20. That's something I never saw before. We have a Puma now on the way. We need to be careful. You don't want to lose your looks. Racket can get the first connecting shot in. Racket now setting up will probably do nothing because there's no sandbags to target.
Steady up. A capture point is being overrun.
Looks now getting repaired. Might consider getting repair pioneers right away just to reduce to increase repair speed and reduce micromanagement that you need. Puma now on the field. And Caosak now has a lot of fuel invested into light vehicles, which means he needs to get some map control now fast, otherwise he will fall behind in the tank race there. We have now a second paratrooper on the way for PAX. He has enough resources for M1919s or Thompsons if you want to. Theoretically also he could get bazookas, but I don't recommend getting bazookas with paratroopers, it's not that good. The boys are dropping in, and Puma now saying Guten Tag. Stewart getting in, but has to fall back. So far no web upgrade on the Paris, but he's microing so well, so you can't be a god and be everywhere at the same time. MG getting the suppression over here. Puma going over to do some damage. Lux should immediately come in as well to just force off the squad quickly. MG now setting up. And yeah, full retreat from PAX. Lux's help was not even needed. Racket now setting up. Nice. He saw that PAX wanted to get some M20 mines going, so he put out the sweeper, and yeah, a little bit sloppy there from Caosak. And now the Racket is again off the field, so it's a little bit more exposed, but on the other hand, with the Puma on the field, it should not be an issue, but it's always hard to finish it off then. Like, the one additional damage from the Puma, from the Racket comes in handy. We have a combat dropped AT gun now on the way. Volks ready, has to retreat. You don't want to lose your Volks. Ooh, they might go down. Nope.
Looks like we're going in.
Paratroopers now going forward slowly.
AT gun now deployable by air.
Still no weapon. Now the M1919s on the way, and the M1919s are amazing. Double M1919s are so fucking strong. Caosak getting a half strike on the field to tech, or the SWS. He has 500 manpower in the bank, might consider getting a second Racket right away just to increase the AT potential. If you say I don't need more AT, maybe a second MG. Or he's getting the half strike for heal. He needs heal. Ooh, M20 might go down? No. Oh, missed opportunity there for the player. And that would have been the dead Stewart then. Looks getting some nice damage done there. Yeah, the problem that I see at the moment for Caosak actually is that he's not able to keep the infantry at bay from PAX. Like, the only decent anti-infantry unit that he has at the moment is the Lux, and everything else is not doing what it should do, and that's partially also because he doesn't have heal. Heal is so important. And he's getting tier 3, so no tier 1 for heal. Now we have heal packages down. Yeah, it's not the best thing to do in the long run. You want to get... And since tier 1 got also cheaper for just for heal, might be not be a bad side tech there actually.
Warning orders, gang. Paratroopers ready for action.
Alright. But now PAX has a really dangerous infantry force on the field that might cause some issues in the long run. Let's see how Caosak will deal with it. Maybe consider getting an Ober. He has the manpower for it, he has the few ammo for the upgrade. Might be worth it.
Enemy contact! All done over here.
But yeah, the AT gun with the double light vehicles are a big issue there, especially since you can't keep up with the infantry. Now the paratroopers will just mow down those Volksradius. What is the steward doing? That was... By the way, heat shells on the Puma are OP. Like, it's probably the cost-efficient, most cost-efficient ability for the Puma in the game. He has to go home. Might get wiped from the paratroopers. Looks coming forward to deny it. Oh, look, the models go down. The sad thing actually is you think you can inflict manpower bleed if you get a lot of paratrooper models killed. But that's just not the case because they have the same reinforcement cost as a rifleman. Oh, Caosak lost the Raketsu. Oh, no, he didn't lost it, sorry. Puma should go around this side. But that's the thing, like, he can't hold the front line. Why is the Lux not going in and trying to get the finishing blow on the M20? Steward now wounded, might get killed. One more shot is needed. Ooh. Abandoned, oh no, and that's a dead. Squad. AT gun though gets decrewed. Can Caosak to finish the game over here? That might be a huge loss there. Volkswagen in a really bad spot. Should retreat, not take the engagement at all over there. M20 might go down. Will he get this there? No, he retreated again. M20 gets killed nonetheless, but this is a dead Volkswagen still. Yes, a little bit overextended there from Caosak. Oh, Raketten should retreat. A little bit slow there on the micromanagement so far from Caosak, a little bit disappointing. He can get the paratrooper though, that might be a huge wipe if he's able to put it off. He should fall back, take the Rakette. Those two squads should go home, they are not combat ready. He needs repair, he's getting the Pioneer upgrade. He's scavenging it. New new paratrooper getting dropped. Should get the MG upgrade now on the Obers. Yeah. The Obers will have a hard way till they get useful. Like, they need to be vet 2 at least to fight the Paras somewhat efficiently. Or go to toe and toe with them. So yeah. Luke's getting repaired. Caosak needs to reinvest into the new steer on Pioneer just to keep up the repair speed. He's close to a P4 though. He's now getting an AT gun drop as well. New Paras on the field, but he doesn't have the ammo to upgrade them. So there's still a bad threat. But not as bad as with the M1919s. Second over on the way from Caosak, so he wants to keep up the infantry pressure. Lux is combat ready again. 15 kills, close to veterancy 3. Puma 2 kills, veterancy 2. But a lot of damage was done against the Pumas, against the Steward, so that makes sense. The Reacton over here will get forced off again. Here we go. Can chase it, like there's no light vehicle on the field. Pat's flooding a lot of fuel actually. He could have already taken up to Major. Oh, he already did. He's waiting for the fuel for Sherman. So the Sherman timing was really bad then actually. Major Tom now says, "Tag, howdy folks." is he going against the AT gun? He's committing. There's no snare close by. That might be really good momentum there. The Sherman is in the queue, but Raketen should move up over here. One Raketen will get recruit.
A gun crew.
Veterans here free now. Will destroy the AT gun. Should steal it though, in my opinion. I know it's an expensive AT gun with the Obersoldaten, but it would equalize the AT gun loss over there from the Raketen.
Capture point is under attack.
Oh, nice retreat, Nate. Will it do something? Not really. Oh, he's blocking the AT gun. He might get the decrew again, but he will get snared in return. Not sure if that's worth it. He gets the decrew.
Allied AT gun has been destroyed.
Ow, and the mortar kills the looks. That's really unfortunate. Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
Capture point is being overrun. Tank support is here. Sherman ready. Our supply line just got cut off.
And that's actually really bad for Caosak. Now he's down his most important infantry unit. Sherman is now on the field. And he's... Wait! I was like, why are you getting a JP4? Yes! A mortar can do this! Mortar can kill units. There's actually a clip where Von Ivan lost a KT to a mortar pit during the heights of SimCity.
We're back to full strength. Capture complete. Area secure. Krauts are taking one of our points.
For example, you can also kill third light vehicles with grenades. Like Flak Half Track. MG a little bit overextended there. Shh. Once it sees the Sherman, it will probably retreat immediately, and if he's unlucky, he will even lose it. Puma going over, but Puma with heat rounds should be feasible to deal with the Sherman. Once the Puma hits its magical veterans free for more damage, it definitely becomes a medium tank. The bane of medium tanks, especially with heat shields, so let's see if Caosak is able to pull it off. Volk's really low HP, that's the issue, he doesn't have heal, now he's getting heal. After the P4, P4 now getting tank commander, and no brainer upgrade with this doctrine. But yeah, look how low HP those Volks are. They're like they're not really anti-retreat immediately. Just the threat of one-shot kills from the Sherman is just too high. Before coming around the corner and get some nice damage done there. Oh, don't go in. Where's the Puma? Puma coming forward. Before should fall back. MG doing some nice work there. We have tier 1 now up. He can upgrade heal.
Krauts are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
No, Obersoldat will lose this engagement. They have to go home. They died like heroes. Yeah, the problem with Caosak, like he took an amazing engagements earlier, did an amazing amount of damage there, which really put him ahead. But now he's losing so many units. It's rapid. No, home speedrun, yes, and rapid succession. That might actually cost him the game. Like, look how low all his squads are. He has no heal because he lost the Pioneer earlier. Can't drop heal. It's like the important wipes are piling up. Or the, let's say, or phrase it differently, the wipes that have more impact than the other wipes, right? If you lose Volks, it's bad. But it won't have, it will like, the effect will mitigate over the time. But if you have no heal and lose your Storm Pioneer, it's horrible. Because you can't drop heals, you lack repair speed. Like, if you play such an light vehicle heavy tier 2 build, like Caosak did, you are just not allowed to use the Storm Pioneer. Like, it's the worst thing that could happen. Same with the Lux. Like, the Lux was such an important unit to keep the frontline intact for Caosak. Now it's gone. He's not able to keep the frontline working. Fair enough, it was not his own fault. Like, it was bad RNG, you could say it, that the mortar shell landed exactly on the Lukes and killed it. Nice try with the retreat nade. Get some nice damage done there, but not enough to get the wipe. But he will get the wipe there on the rifleman, that's something. Slowly equalizing the field. Packs have enough resources for a second Sherman soon. And the rifleman actually gets away. What you can consider doing maybe is just, at the moment, because there are not many snares, be hyper aggressive with Puma and P4, like push against the Sherman with both tanks, use command tank the commander from the tank artillery to get rid of the AT gun and kill the Sherman. That will help a lot. I think that's the thing to do, like, Caosak needs to abuse load of, and that was not the right usage of command tank artillery. I think 120 ammo, right? 80 ammo actually went down the drain for nothing.
We're losing a capture point.
And yeah, it's looking really grim at the moment for Caosak, not that good.
A capture point is under attack.
He's just breaking the triple cap, Jackson on the field, and I think with the Jackson on the field, Caosak's army is pretty much useless. Double paratrooper are rendering his infantry useless. The only thing that he was able to keep his units alive on the field were the P4, but now with the Jackson on the field, the P4 is also useless. He's not able to defend his AT guns. Not sure if he's able to pull it off there. The war obviously is not over, anything can happen, but it's looking really, really grim. You can hope on the Overlord up that once they reach higher veterancies, that they do more damage, and then they're single-handedly killing the USF army. Ooh, a little bit over-aggressive for my opinion, that might be a dead P4 ship. Gets nice damage done against the veterancy 3, might get the... Oh no, what are you doing? He gets the Sherman, P4 might go down, Raketten should move up. One more shot from the P4. And Raketten! Raketten! No! If he gets the and he misses. No! He will get off the stair, might be enough. He gets it. At least equalize. He steals the mortar. New P4 away from Caosak. At least he did lost an infantry squad. It worked out in the end, I think, but I think Caosak is not happy with that. Like, it's an equal trade resource-wise. Actually a better trade for Caosak resource-wise, but, you know, the thing is, a high vet in Puma with heat rounds is the bane of any faction that relies on medium tanks. So, it's a unit that you really, if you can keep it alive, is really, really worth it. Because, like, Vet 5 were like, you know, how fast it is, how much damage it does, how much line of sight it has, it's basically doing everything. It's so rewarding to have it, if you're able to keep it alive. Nice usage of the suppressing fire. Not needed, but nice to have. Nice usage, nonetheless. And now it's dead. Caosak Pax can't be sad about it. Trading off a Jackson against, if you want to say it like that, against the Puma might be actually combat efficiency-wise worth it. Because otherwise it would have, like, imagine like minute 40 There's a wounded Jackson after an engagement, and Puma comes speeding around the flank, blasting Deja Vu and killing Jackson, and then getting away like nothing ever happened.
Tank support is here.
Sherman on the field. So both players have a medium tank on the field again.
They're at 200 points.
But Caosak now dropped to below 200 VPs, but there's only a VP difference from 150.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Could have been worse. Not capping. Oh, slight miss micro there. The MG itself is in the circle, but not the gunner, so it's not capping. Third Ober on the way. I think the most important unit at the moment for Caosak is the Ober Soldat. Veteran C2, now it's 14 kills. Now it's slowly out trading those paratroopers. So he's actually able now to pick infantry engagements once again. But that's the thing, you see like how fast the paratroopers have butchered the MG. I love how PAX is often using the suppression fire just to get like the suppression on the Vogue so they can throw a smaller on the flame nade on the Rakete. Yeah, look how the Obersoldaten disrespected the rifleman. Oh, the stolen Rakete gets decrewed. Obersoldaten without weapon upgrade. Mortar doing some nice damage there. Yeah, look how they don't care, man. Before could go forward, I think. The Uber died? No. And the Rakete gets recaptured. Jackson on the way now again. I think a little bit more usage of the heat rounds would have been advisable there for Caosak. It really gives the P4 the edge over there, Sherman. Yeah, like Veteran C0 Ubers have no chance against Veteran C3 Paras. Even Veteran C2 Ubers struggle against, like, you saw this. We did saw the whole engagement, but only the end, but you need high Veteran C Ubers to cope with paratroopers. They're so incredibly good. It's one of the units that I'm surprised we don't see more. Like, they're so amazing. Maybe the reason they arrive at 3 CPs makes them that we see them less. Then they have the damage potential. But when we see them, it's every time like they look for the equals on the battlefield. You can't counter them efficiently with any exit infantry, really. Snipers are really good. And tanks. Like, Obers need so much veterancy to deal with them. That you might be dead before the Obers arrived juicy spots there. Like, the riflemen are just for the memes, right? They're just there to snare, but not to do damage, like the Paras are doing the main damage in all the infantry engagements. Nice flame nade there. Now with P4 support, the Para has to go home. Sherman will Jackson will now move up. Should hide behind the building, so you don't have direct line of fire for the Jackson, but never mind. JP for the way, something I disagree with actually. I think a second P4 is more than suitable to do the job with heat shells, or maybe a Panther if you really want to have some anti-tank. But the JP4 feels off, especially because Caosak needs to deal with the infantry. Like, the tanks are a problem, but not as big as a problem as the infantry. At least Caosak is able to triple back on the map, triple cap or double capping. Not sure about the JP4 though. MG now getting some suppression down. Veteran C3 finally. Not sure how good Veteran C actually is on the MG34. It's one of the units where I can't judge how good Veteran C is. We had I've had 1 and 2 kills for the stolen mortar from Caosak. Or Caosak rather. Veteran C3 on the way. Nice. And they have to retreat. Don't lose them. Don't lose them. Ooh, they have a tough retreat. But should get away. Yes. I think now they can actually outtrain paratroopers. But it's still a hell of a fight. Nice retreat nade. Not perfect angle, but get some damage done. Gives Veteran C1. Can't be mad about it. Smoking off there though. And yeah, look at those motivated German soldiers. They're ready to commit some atrocities. Scott on the way now. Scott is probably a wise choice. Maybe a second German could still be good. But the Scott is not a bad choice at all. To better be able to deal with the support weapons. If Caosak is able to keep his units alive, I see him at a better position at the moment. JP4 now going for. Did we saw a single time heat shells from Caosak? I think it's such a no-brainer ability. Because it not only increased penetration, but it's also increased damage. He gets the Jax, and that's a wonderful pick-off. Now the JP4 paid itself off. But now the second P4 would have been better, right? Like, JP4 is now not that useful anymore. It also is not that mobile, so killing tanks with it is normally not the thing that happens. Third Obersoldaten on the way. We see the Battle of Elite Infantry. MG getting some suppression running there, and with Guts now saying good attack using the barrage. We have theoretically access to planes now for packs. Obersoldat, yeah, look how the Obersoldat will butcher this rifleman. Packs not even trying to pick the fight, they're like, nope, I'm going home, not worth it.
We're at 200 points.
And now we see heat shells. And for once, actually not the worst spot to use them, because you only got 1 shot off. JP4 going in. Ooh, JP4 has to go home. Planes are in the way. What is Caosak doing? Don't commit! Don't commit! There are planes! Don't go in or go out, but don't stand still in the radio fire. There's no blitzing, but keep in mind, OKW Blitzkrieg grants extra moving accuracy. He gets the kill. If he's able to pick off the Shepherd, that might be really good. And he stops, and I think that was a mistake. He gets the kill there. Needs to switch fire towards the Rakete. Wait, he's switching away from the Rakete. No, no, what are you doing? And that's it at B4. And B4 goes down. And he lost the best 3 overs. No! The most important unit of Caosak's army went down to hell.
A capture point is under attack.
Not sure if Caosak is able to recover from this. Like, his army itself looks fine, but he has nothing to kill the Paras. The Paras will just run around and gun him down. And now we get rifles with M1919s and with an MD34. I think there was the greed, and you know what greed does? It kills.
We're losing a capture point.
I don't think we see double MD34 overs. New Scott on the way. Look how the Volk will get disrespected. Sherman now coming in as well. That might be... should not be a wipe. It wasn't an HE, so... Lucky there for Caosak. MG Vet 4. It's nice to see. But like I said, I have no idea how good veterancy is on MG. Squad survivability, field awareness. I have no idea what field awareness needs. More weapon accuracy, more suppression. Is he? Oh no, please don't go for a Storm Tiger. Like, Storm Tigers, I think not worth it. You need a P4. Spam P4s, Caosak. Please just spam P4s. Yeah, and here we go. The big boy is on the field. The Storm Tiger. Oh man. I'm not sure. Maybe he can get some magical wipes going with it that will work. Meme mode, yeah, exactly. Who needs? Oh, missed opportunity there for a shot. Yeah, that's the thing, but against single squads, you won't get anything done. Maybe if he can get the Raketen. But he has nothing to like utilize those Raketen wipes. Now second AT gun is on the way, Pax reacting correctly to the threat of the Storm Tiger. Yeah, not sure about this unit choice.
The capture point is under attack.
If he gets the stun on the P4.
Area secure. In contact. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Yeah, he lost another Vox Grenadier that we missed. Sorry about that. Man, I'm so scared. The JP4 without any support always screams, flank me and kill me. Yeah, the Storm Tiger is basically a retreat button.
We're losing a capture point.
And that might be a dead. Nope. Special shots on the way. Raketen connect. Do we get a second shot in? Yes. Storm Tiger now has to get prepared. And we missed the Storm Pioneer wipe earlier again. And that's the problem, you know? Now he's busy rebuilding important units and is not getting the units that he needs. Over the dot and close to Veterancy 2. Maybe they will replace the Fallen Brethren and become the new important unit in the army of Caosak. Yeah, he should have shooten at the AT guns. The JP4 is doing some nice damage, Resonancy 2 already. Practically you could go no on camo. Now it also has more armor due to the armor skirts. But it takes so much veterancy for the JP4 to get amazing. Like, it's not bad generally, it's good, it's a good unit. But that the veterancy pays off from the JP4 takes a long time in my opinion, so... But once it has like Vet 5, it's fucking amazing. But you need to get to this point first, right? Jackson on the way for packs once again. We have now 2 Vet 3 paras with 37 kills and with 19 kills.
Crowds are sniffing around our
Yeah. Packs below 100 piece though, so he might stall out the game long enough to win this. Caosak looking better than I expected.
Frag grenades now available for action.
Button coming forward. Nice hits from the mortar. Jackson now hits the field. Nice damage against the score. Raketed. Why are you not shooting? Raketed. And that saves the day for the Scott. Oh, the Paras have, the Obers have to retreat. They might get wiped, depending how good the Sherman shoots. Nice try rift. And that's it. Caosak's retreat nades are really on point. Scott gets though picked off. It's something.
Gun carrier just got knocked out.
Was Tiger at 50% health, a little bit too risky to go forward in my opinion. He gets the Necron AT gun, should try to steal it. But first force off the squad over here. Yeah. Nice damage. Why you are retreating with this? And that's Tiger. Shot balance from the Sherman. Second shot penetrated and Jackson picks it off. And now the Jackson force outflanked, there's now support. Over the will go down over here. You know, boys, don't go with 50% units at the front line. And I think that's game. Like, you know, especially the retreat over here, you could have stoned the AT and it was just a soul Jackson. What would have happened? P4 now on the way from Caosak, but I think it's a little bit too late to make any big gains there. He can get the double over with double MG. It's something. I'm not sure. Well, Caosak can do no new Ober on the way. He needs a second Raketten, I think now. Not the Ober, he needs a second Raketten. Of course he needs a new Obers as well, but he also needs a second Raketten. And losing Obers is such an expensive unit to replace all the time that eventually you will come into insane manpower problems. Sherman gets snared. Jackson coming forward, but there are no targets at the moment for the Jackson. And look how the Paras will disrespect those folks Grenadiers. They don't care about your feelings, man. If he's unlucky, he will even lose those folks. Nope, Volks will get home. They have to do a lot of carrying. For getting some nice damage done, but before Sherman coming forward. And that's the thing, he can't keep the flanks covered. The ship. Look how ridiculous this push is. That's what happened if you don't have any stair platforms. At least they got, I would say, good RNG, but it doesn't matter if there's still an AT gun. Yeah, that's good.
AT gun has been destroyed.
Bravo, you won't win this engagement. If you're really quiet, you can hear Caosak fuming for rage.
Enemy forces have 100
Or from rage. fighting position will get and gets destroyed immediately. Glorious. And Caosak cuts to GG. A really intense game. It was a really good game actually. I liked it a lot. Oh boys. And we have more in our pipe ready to go.